Jumping into the how to do's instead of addressing the whys is costing you. It is costing you time, it is costing you energy, it is costing you money. Jumping into the hows before you address the what's of what it is you're trying to do is costing you. This journey to a new career, it is often filled with questions. Questions about hows, how to pivot, how to gain new experiences, how to get the competencies that I need, how to expand my professional network, how to highlight my skills, how do I answer the question, tell me about yourself. While all of these are important considerations, especially when it comes to pivoting in your career, prioritizing them from the get go can set you on the wrong path because you don't have a compass, you don't have any direction, you have not put a destination into your GPS. We do not have a target in mind. So, for first and second generation immigrants who must often navigate both cultural and professional landscapes, the key lies in first addressing the what. The what are those core values that define your work ethic. Those what's are the dreams that fuel your ambition. So before mapping out the how, let us devise ways of looking at the what to ensure that every step that you take is in alignment with your personal vision and leads you to a more fulfilling career destination. So, one of the what questions that you can ask yourself is whose career do I admire and why? So, a what question would be whose career do I admire and why? This could give you a guide towards careers that are in alignment with your values and your interests. So, we're really trying to hone in and zero in on what are the values that are in alignment with your interests. What are the values that you are looking for in a career? What are the interests that you are looking for? And often we can find it when we look to people that we may admire, right? The other thing that you can do when it comes to looking at your ideal career is if I could start over, what career would I choose? This question often helps you to identify your true career inclinations, right? And that question again, if you could start over, what career would you choose? And finally, when it comes to career improvement, what are the top three things you want to change about your career in the next year? So we've decided to make 2024 our year of more. This is the year that we are making the career change a reality. Now is the time to think what are the top three things I want to change about my career this year? It's giving some thought to the what questions rather than the how questions that we tend to jump into immediately. So, for those of us who are standing on the shoulders of the generations that came before us when it comes to our career journey, those first and second generation immigrants. It is not just a checklist of strategic movers. It's not just a checklist of things you need to do. It's not just about a checklist of um, I need to get my resume done, right? It is an exploration of your self identity, your values, and your aspirations. So, as we try to really make this career change a reality, you have to think back to the dreams that brought you to this new space where you find yourself. Think back to the desire to move on to another space in your career. And by engaging with these essential what questions, we can establish a robust foundation for your career strategy. Once we have a target, it empowers us to approach the how questions with clarity and conviction. Once you have your target in mind and you have identified these what's, you've answered all of these what questions in terms of What are my top three things that I want to change about my career in the next year? What career would I choose if I had to start all over again? And this what is a whose, but whose career do I admire, right? And what about that career is in alignment with my personal values and my goals? Once we can get those things clear, we have a firm foundation that could lead us to a successful and deeply gratifying and fulfilling career. So I invite you to take a step towards this move by downloading the Adnor Docs LinkedIn checklist. Everything About You Speaks. It's available at the link in bio. I'm also going to put a link in the chat. You can also have your LinkedIn profile reviewed by me, as well as your resume reviewed by me. Sometimes it's easier for us to identify those what questions by taking a look at one of the hows, which would be either your LinkedIn profile or your resume. And I'm going to put the link in the chat for those of you on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. You can get the link in the chat. For those of you on Instagram, it is available at the link in bio. So we're focusing on what it is that I want out of my career. What is my target for this career change in 2024 and making that career change a reality?